Borders to Protect is a work that has started since 2018, no, so 2017. Is an installation that I did for the first time where I write with golden balloons. I don't have borders to protect in Autostrada Biennale in 2017 in Kosovo, in Prizren. Actually, this is beyond the sentence that because it comes, this sentence, it was conserved in our family. I belong to the Roma minority, which is the largest minority in Europe. And I did the research for the word border by itself. And being a Roma person myself, but also speaking the Romani language, and I did also a lot of research about this word, how we can say it in our, because when we always want to talk about borders, we refer to the other equivalent words. So we borrow the word because it came out, it doesn't exist, the word borders in our language from all the research that I did. And the idea of I don't have borders to protect, as I said in the beginning, it was conserved in the Roma communities for years, for centuries. With their desire or without their desire, they were forced to go to the national wars, to contribute to the national wars in the countries that they belong to. But at the same time, the contradiction that they were treated as not equal citizens of the countries. It is like this sentence was appearing always, why we have to go to the wars when we don't have borders to protect. So, but in today's contemporary world and what happening today with this situation of the wars, like the war in Ukraine, this sentence has a more meaning, and it comes always in the stage of discussion, because what happened, taking this into account the case that happened with the Roma in Ukraine, when a Roma guy took the tank from the Russians, but in the media it was shared that the Roma stole the tank from the Russians. So this it goes like beyond the imagination how the image of this community has been created. In Ukraine, of course, there was like before there were a lot of discrimination about Romani people, forced eviction and so on. But this war has given an example that how we have to treat the minorities in our countries. Because the Roma now became heroes in Ukraine because they are contributing and protecting the country where they live. And because we belong to although our origin is India, but we belong to the countries where we live today. And my Romani land, it's Albania, for example. But I bring again this work, I don't have borders to protect, and I call it borders receipt, because for the simple reason, because when there are wars, there is a receipt that has to be paid, and this receipt is paid by the people. And in this context, I collect these paper rolls that are used in this machine to print invoices, and I write in different language. I don't have borders to protect, and I try to repeat it as much as I can until the paper finishes. So this is repeated in different languages that I know, for example, starting with the Romani language, but in Romani language the word border is not written because it doesn't exist, so I let it empty and continue. So it's in English I write the full sentence, I don't have borders to protect, and also in other languages. So I'm trying to create this kind of installation that somehow involves you, but also giving this, offering this sentence that everyone can make it theirs. So it's an installation that it's on progress, ongoing, that will contain more language to be involved and to be written in this installation, and in the end to have a full room, which is somehow, because although I said I don't have borders to protect. I think we are made out of borders. Actually, we humans are made out of borders, and with conscience and without consciousness, actually, sometimes we have to respect some borders and to protect some borders. Although there is this sentence that but the world has showed us that we have to be always careful and to take care for the relationships that we build with each other, because everything, it comes because of the relationship. Once we break these invisible borders, then the conflict starts. So I am offering this sentence in a few words that everyone can borrow it and make it theirs.